Alright, welcome to another video. This one's going to be a little bit different. I've been looking at drones for quite a while and I thought I could improve some of my footage, and I've always wanted to see what was over that hill or a little bit further afield from where I was camped. So I've bought myself a Mavic Mini. Got it second hand off eBay and I was quite pleased. It came from America. It was practically brand new. It was only seemed to be the box that was a little bit damaged, but I took the plunge and I haven't had a flight of it yet, but I made up a bit of a flight check sheet after been going off quite a few videos on YouTube, and I thought let's give it a go. Just a little bit windy here. I'm not quite sure how it's going to affect the drone, but what I've seen on YouTube, it looks like it'll take a little bit of breeze. So I'm in York down at the oval. The kids are on the oval, so I've had to come off to the side a little bit to stay out the way, but we'll see how it goes. Video might be a little bit disjointed, but as I say, this is just a complete trial and we'll see how it works out. You can see the old York flour mill over there, and I'm hoping to get over that way a little bit. The wind's actually blowing that way, or coming from that way, but we'll see how it affects it. So let's give it a go. Right, this is the controller, the aerials, the two controls. I've got my phone in there which is attached through, and I'm trying to remember all the steps I've got to take. So to turn it on, you tap once and then again hold it second time till you get the noise, and that should start connecting once. Oh, there is an app, as I've got to tell you. The DJI Fly app. So we'll get the aircraft turned on. Sorry, I'm trying to do this in and out of the van. So to turn the aircraft on, it's press once and hold, and it'll go through its pre-flight checks. You can, there we go, camera's just testing itself. The props have just had a little turn, and we'll set it out on a mat. They recommend having somewhere to launch from. Now, a couple of safety features: always face it with the camera facing away from you when you take off, and it's preparing to take off, it says on the app. I've done all the settings that I could. I got 98% battery.
Check it on the map.
Okay, takeoff permitted. You can click on here and you've got a map that you can upload, and click again and it shows us where we are. Just expand that out a bit. So it's actually showing me at the rec centre. South Street running across there, which is just running out across here, and the flour mill is basically right in the corner. So by clicking back, we go back to the view. You've got a button on the front here which is to start the video, one for taking film, and there's a little wheel that winds up and down, and that gives your gimbal some movement. It's a 3-axis gimbal. So ready to take off. And I've put it in C mode, which is cinematographic, and that's supposed to be a lot slower. You get a smoother movement, and also ideal for somebody that's learning. Let's see if we can get this on. It has a takeoff mode. So and it's taking off.
The home point has been updated. Please check it on the map.
Okay, there it is. Once it takes off, it's got a GPS. It's got 14 satellites picking up on it at the moment, and it'll hold at that elevation until you start doing something with it. So we'll take it a little bit higher. So it's just up there, a few metres above. I'm just seeing how the wind's going to affect it. Controls are up, down, turn, well, rotate left, rotate right, forward, back, and sideways either way, left or right. So always keep your antennas pointing forward, and we'll try and go forward a little bit. And it's done that. Release and hold. I'll take it a bit higher, clear the fences. There's a tree there. It's 3 metres away from me. The height is showing at 4.9 metres on the bottom. So we'll head over towards the, oh boy, nearly forgot. Start recording. Hit the record button. So let's go towards the mill. It's actually quite nerve-wracking. But away she goes. Let's take it up a bit further. And still heading away from me. Stop it there and have a look at the controls. The height 7.6 metres. Distance 50 metres from me, so I'll go a bit higher. Right, it's at 20 metres now. You probably can't see it on the camera, but I'm at 20 metres on my camera. It's actually showing, looking almost down on the flour mill. So we'll go over towards the flour mill. All this video I'll be uploading on this, so see how that works out. So I can still see it in my line of sight. Just come over to the right. I'm lined up right with the flour mill. And we'll take it a bit further. Now at a distance of 80 metres. And we'll stop it at 100 metres. And we'll have a go with the gimbal. And wind that down. Coming down, looking down on top of the mill. Oh, that's brilliant. That is so absolutely cool. Let's see if I can showing on here. Can't even hear it from here, and we'll crank it right down. You can see down and up to the horizon, down onto the mill again. I'm actually shaking. This is so much fun and very exciting. So I can just see it, little white speck up there. Now rotate, and I'll look back towards me, going right around, Coming right around, railway line, and there's the van and the oval behind me. So basically facing directly back to me, and we'll go right around the oval, car park, hockey club, railway line, battery level is 78%, so still got plenty of battery left, still in C mode. Let's just look down again. From where we are, we might be able to go down a little bit. Coming down, I can't see any interference over there at the moment. So down to about 11 metres there, and just angle it back up a little bit. There's the flour mill. I'm still shaking. This is just amazing. Coming back up. There's an aerial up on top of it, so I don't want to get too close. And there's also some trees out there, but I'll come across to the left, right to there, and we'll turn, oh, wrong way. There's right on the face of the flour mill. You can read the writing. So we'll scroll down into the courtyard. 72% battery, 19 minutes of flight left, height 17 metres and distance is 97. So we'll rotate it around the other way, and I've got a number 8, ending number 8 filter on it, so that is supposed to cut down on some of the glare. There's a bit of glare there. I'll have to try it with some different ones as I go. Not come too far. There's the van almost right in. So the camera's now staring back at me, and up, down, so I need to come towards me, which is forward. And it's coming towards me. We're at 18 metres. There she is up there. And I'll come to me further. It has a return to home function if the battery gets too slow or too low, or you can press return to home. And you can preset the height for when it does return to home, that you could set it for 50 metres and it'll go up to 50 metres and return above the takeoff point and drop down. So that helps you avoid any stuff up there. So I'm going to bring it down. Alright, height's just on 8 metres. I'm getting used to, so if I want to go towards me, I'll bring it over towards the van a little bit more. So it's just in front of me by a couple of metres, and I'll bring it down again, a wee bit away from that fence. So the wind's not really affected it. A little bit forward, coming down. Now it's just at a couple of metres off the ground, so there's the van, and we'll just rotate the gimbal down to the ground. and up again. And got a bit of sun in there, so as I say, that's 0.8. So coming down again, and I'll bring it back towards me. Now let's see if we can get this on camera, if I can land it. So there's the map. And once it comes down, it should come down and shut off. So there's the view I've got at the moment of me in the van. I don't know if that's going to show up on the camera or not. So we'll bring it right down. Landing.
Landing.
And it's automatically shut off itself. That was incredible. Right. So the camera's still on. Stop the recording now. Press the button up the top. That's stopped. So that'll be saving that. So that's my first flight with my drone. I'm just ecstatic. I'm still a little bit shaky, and I think it'll take some time to get used to it. So as I say, it's not a U-Butte professional. I'm not trying to tell you everything about drones or what to do, because this is day one, flight one. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you enjoyed it, or you want to have a look at some of the other videos and see what's coming out next time. I'll do a few more flight ones, heading down to Manja this weekend for the Easter weekend, so might get a few down there, and then start incorporating it into my normal kayaking, hiking and motorbike trips. Keep the shiny side up, please subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Happy Easter.